Hello everyone, it's Dale here, and in this video I'd like to show you a trade which I took recently on the euro dollar. It was quite a quick in and out trade, and let me now show you how it went from A to Z. So, what you see before you, this is NinjaTrader 8 platform with my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators, and the chart is 30-minute chart of the euro dollar. And I was trading based on this uptrend right here, this uptrend. And when there's a trend like this, what I like to do is I like to trade from significant volume zones. And that trade that I want to show you here was based on this particular heavy volume cluster here. Such a heavy volume cluster represents a place where buyers were active, where buyers were adding to the long positions as they were pushing the price upwards. And when there's a pullback to those volume clusters, the price is supposed to react to them. Like for example, this one, check it out. There was this volume cluster, price made pullback to it, and reaction. So this is how this setup is supposed to look like. Now what I want to show you here is this volume cluster and how I was trading this. That blue line which you see here, this was my trade entry. And as you can see, it was at the beginning of that volume cluster. I prefer to trade from the beginning of the volume cluster. And in this case, there was also a nice confluence with a fair value gap. Right here, there was a fair value gap. That's a concept from smart money, which I like to combine with volume profile. So there was that fair value gap, there was the beginning of that heavy volume zone, and also here there was a weekly VWAP, very close to my long level. I count this as a confluence as well. Okay, so this is why I had that long level here, and when the price hit my level, I entered with a limit order. In this case, the price went a little bit down, overshot the level a bit, hit the VWAP line, and then made that reaction. Now, my stop loss for this trade was here, this red line. And the reason is that I prefer to place my stop behind a barrier. Most of the time, the barrier is heavy volume zone, such as this one, okay? So trade entry was at the beginning of that heavy volume zone, stop was behind that heavy volume zone. I really like to use the heavy volume zones as support and resistance zones and also as places for stop loss and take profits. So this was the stop. And regarding the trade exit, what I always want to do, I always quit my trades at the beginning of a barrier. And in this case, this was a beginning of a barrier of a heavy volume zone. First this one and then this one. And that's why I wanted to quit the trade there, because there was a chance that the price will want to react to the beginning of that heavy volume zone. Like for example here, that's the same thing, right? A reaction to the volume cluster, to the beginning of that heavy volume zone. So that's why the take profit was in here at the beginning of this heavy volume zone, right? At that time, I also thought that there would be a fair value gap, a beginning of a fair value gap right here. But it wasn't. It wasn't because the price made that quick rejection and hit that level. So there wasn't a fair value gap formed. It looked like there would be, but there wasn't. But anyways, this was the reason for the take profit in here. This trade was with slightly positive risk-reward ratio. That means risk-reward ratio bigger than 1, right? So yeah, that's how the trade went. I hope you guys found this useful and interesting. If you would like to join us and trade those levels alongside me every day, you are very welcome to do so. Just visit my website. It is traderdale.com and click this button which says trading course and tools, and it will take you to this page where you can browse my trading courses. Alright, so that's about that. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Until then, happy trading.